slideshow of the 1,464 artists. 26 of those artists are exempt from jury. They were award winners in 2009, so they do not have to jury to come back in 2010. So we will go through that, and then we will start the actual scoring. The reason we're going to go through the whole show is that the jurors get a sense of what they're looking at. And after you hear what I'm asking them to do and their instructions, you'll understand a little bit more. I'm going to read it so I don't forget everything, and I apologize. I know people don't like to be read to, but I don't want to say something that I'm not supposed to say. There are 1,440 entries, and we'll be selecting 155 of those. We will also select about 30 people on the wait list. So today, sorry child. So in the next 20 hours, we're going to go from 1,440 to 155 plus 30 that will be in the show. A little bit about our event for the jurors. Most of these people, well, Nakario has been to the show before. David, Steve has worked in it. Kate and Jerry, I don't know if they've seen the show, so we want to talk a little bit about the show so they know what's going on. It's a 3-day art festival on the streets of Clayton in the Central Business District. We have an average attendance of about 150,000. We'll feature in 2010 181 finest artists. That's the 155 plus the 26 people that have been exempt. We have 3 performance stages. We have 20 culinary booths. We have a creative castle that's free for hands-on activity for young people. We have artist demonstrations throughout the weekend and the 2 evenings, Friday and Saturday. We have an art studio for adults, which is hands-on activities for the adults. We're very proud of the fact that we provide an environment for artists to be successful. According to the Art Fair Source Book, in 2010 January, the 2009 show was reported to have an average sale of $8,200 per booth. Again, that's average sale. Some did higher, some did lower. Plus, those are the people that reported to the third-party sales. We don't influence that. We hand out the cards. That's all we do. Whatever happens, that's how it comes out through Greg Lawler's book. We were also recognized in September by the International Festival and Events Association for a Pinnacle Award in our community outreach. We also provide community outreach to the community through a public art collection that we bring in to tour at schools, community centers, senior centers, Ronald McDonald houses where we bring art in, and then we also bring in artists to talk about their work and create, and that's all through those organizations that we provided for. You jurors have been handpicked because of your outstanding contributions to the arts. Our job over the next 3 days is to work hard to keep the reputation of the St. Louis Art Fair as one of the top visual art experiences in the country. Much easier said than done. This process is labor intensive, and you are following the footsteps of many who have commented how difficult it is to choose this show. A few comments on how things will proceed over the next few days. You each come to us with your own unique talents. You represent a diverse range of expertise, and that is on purpose. You are charged with selecting a show that is balanced. Your selection criteria should be based on artistic excellence. There is no entitlement or quota for categories or ratios of applications received to the number of artists selected. We are looking for a show that is a representative of diverse styles and techniques and that include a broad range of pricing. In addition, we are looking for diversity within a medium category. For example, in ceramics, we would hope for a positive mix of themes as well as a mix of functional and non-functional work. Another example would be in fiber, we would hope for a mix of wearable and non-wearable work. We are asking you to tap into the specific area of expertise as well as make the effort to look beyond your area of expertise, keeping in mind that we are aiming for a diverse, well-rounded quality show. We are asking you to look beyond your personal taste. Remember, personal taste is different than critical observation assessment. In the next few days, you will be making critical observation assessments. As hard as it is to accept, we will be eliminating over 1,250 applicants. Hopefully, we can all get into a mode where we can take the personal aspect of that reality out of what we are here to do. At the same time, we'll be selecting 155 artists and 30 waitlist artists, and we'll be creating a final product that we will be all very proud of. This is an emotional process, and at times I expect your emotions will be on a roller coaster of sorts. We will encourage discussion and expression of your viewpoint. I will ask, however, that you do this in the spirit of respect and understanding of all parties involved. We will function in the arena of consensus, and that drives the fact that there may be times where we will have to call and ask you to terminate the discussion and move on. We know that many of you will have ups and downs, disappointments and successes. In the end, it will balance out amongst the 5 of you. We've scheduled over 20 hours to accomplish this task, so we will strive to keep the process moving. This isn't meant to rush you, but just to keep us on track within our time limits. If there's a time during this process as a juror that you feel you have a conflict of interest or another issue of concern, please take me away privately and I will try to help you clarify this issue. To the staff and the volunteers that are going to be through the room, thank you so much for your assistance this week. Many of you have been a part of this process since day one and have great experience in the selection process. We all have specific tastes, desires, and opinions about the art that is selected for the show. I will, however, ask you to refrain from any activity that may impact the selection of these artists. It is the sole responsibility of the panel of 5 to objectively make their decisions, and in no way should our side comments or direct communications with the jurors impact this sacred process. From the moment on, this is not our show to select, it's our jury's show. The outcome of the weekend will not be made public until March 26th, that's a week from today, and we ask that the information remain confidential until then. Erin will be the hospitality queen. She's in green. If anyone in this room needs anything, find Erin. There's plenty of food and drink back there, so feel free to go back when you need something. The restrooms are around the corner. There's 2 restrooms in the back. If you have a cell phone on, could you please turn it to vibrate or turn it off? I'm going to turn it over to Laura to do some specifics on our application, and then we'll start looking at images.
Okay, I'm going to read the